Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy B Woods here. Another quick 10 at 10, man. Hope everybody's doing well this Sunday morning, Monday morning, whatever morning you chiming in, checking in with your boy B Woods. I just want to go ahead and get started with, let me go ahead and get it off my chest, man. My condolences go out to the family of my coworker Scooter, man. I never called him Scooter. I always call him Conor McGregor. My guys and gals in Brown, out of the Fayetteville area, out of the Fayetteville Center, man. We took a loss on yesterday. It's never tough. It's never tough. It's never easy, and always tough when you lose somebody that I like to say you go to war with every day. You go to battle with every day out here in these mean streets. What a loss, man. My prayers are with his family, and my prayers are with D. My prayers are with G. My prayers are with everybody. We all were affected. We all are affected, and we all grieve differently. But I just want to, again, like I told all the guys and girls in Brown yesterday, like, if they need somebody to chat with, like, your boy's here, man. I would like to say thank you too for the guys that were my listening ear on yesterday too, as I had to let it go and grieve. Scooter was special, man. I had a conversation with another brother, and he talked about how the last conversation that he had with Scooter, he named a few guys that he respected because of their walk with Christ, man. And it just got me and the guy thinking yesterday too about, like, do we have the opportunity to share Christ with him? And that's me. I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna like shove Jesus down your throat. I just pray that the life that I live speaks for me. May the works that I've done speak for me. He'd call me two things. He was like, "What up, pimp?" It was either "What up, pimp?" or "What's going on, preacher man?" And to me, that's a sign of respect. He knew what I stood for, even when I didn't have to throw it and shove it down people's throat. But again, my condolences to the family. My condolences to the UPS family. You gotta love on your people while they here, man. Reach out to those and be there to support those when they're fighting their demons, and just be there for them, man. But like I said, my heart is still so heavy, man. I'll do a quick weekend recap, man. I'll throw some footage up here somewhere, man. We of course having to deal with that. We had to work yesterday, but dealing with that news, I got off kind of early yesterday and came home, and shouts out, hit the horns to Bay. She knows that whenever I am going through something, she knows that I like to keep busy. She knows that I don't like to have a lot of downtime, because that's when it really sits and hits me. I know this is not the normal quick 10 at 10. I have something that I wanted to say, and I'm not sure if I still want to go that way or not, but I still think I do. But I do want to give shouts out to Bay. She kept me busy, man. Came home. We did some decorations outside with the kids, and so we got our Christmas lights up. We got our Christmas tree up. We're still not finished. We still got a little bit left to put up, just a little bit, and we'll probably finish that up sometime today after church or something. Well, we did that, and then we took a trip down, like Mama said, to Dunn's, North Carolina. We went bowling last night. And of course, as I'm sitting waiting my turn, scrolling through Facebook, which is the worst thing I could have done, and I see some of my brothers and sisters in Brown, posting about Scooter, and just got a little emotional. And again, this tough time shall pass. This tough time shall pass. Tough times, they pass, and tough people stand through it. But yeah, we're going that's what I wrote in a little card, like, my love, prayers, and hugs to the family. Like, together, we're gonna get through this. Yeah, together we're gonna get through this. I just want to give just a little moment of silence for my fallen brother. All right, and I'll be back. Yesterday had me and listen, this may be against like popular belief, and so again, these are my opinions. This is how I feel. Not saying that I am trying to persuade anybody of thinking any kind of way. The Bible does say, like, in all of your getting, get an understanding. So if it convicts you to do some further research, please do, by all means. So don't just take my word for it. Like, let's get an understanding. All right. But what I do want to talk about today is questioning God. Stay with me. All right. Trust me. And of course, I wrote some stuff down so that my thoughts are not everywhere. All right. So, have you ever wondered if it is okay to question God? Yeah. Like, I've been thinking about that all day for the past 24 hours. I have been. Like, is it a sin to question God? Like, growing up too, we was always taught, like, you don't question God. You don't question what God does. You don't. The reality is, in life, we're going to face some difficulties. We're going to go through some hard times. We're going to go through loss of loved ones, loss of co-workers. We're going to go through loss. We're going to go through financial setbacks. We're going to go through like troubles in our families, disagreements in our families, disputes in our families. That's a part of life. That's a part of life. Everybody goes through. Everybody goes through. And we as Christians are not exempt to these difficulties and these trials. Come on, Christians. We're not exempt. For many Christians, like, these seasons can cause us to start questioning God. When we go through things like that, again, we question God. Like, why, God? And I find myself asking, like, why? Like, why does God let certain things happen? Like, well, things get better, God. We was in a pandemic for 2 years, and like, God, was things gonna get better? God, do you really even care about me? There was a point where your boy even asked God that. That was a low place in my life, low spot in my life. Why is a good God allowing so much pain? I've asked those questions. I find I find that while these questions are common, they often bring about guilt. And like I said that before, like, we're taught that we shouldn't question God. Many Christians feel that questioning God reveals a lack of faith. Yeah, I felt that way. Sometimes we was taught like, just shut up and trust God. Yeah, I understand that. You don't question God, you just shut up and trust him. But that's what we was taught. So rather than doubt God and question God, again, just shut up and trust him. But I don't, that's, again, this is my personal opinion. I don't think that should be the case. Not at all. These seasons of doubt and these seasons of uncertainty, these seasons of, again, like I said, loss, these seasons of drought, these seasons of doubt and questions can actually grow our faith. These tests and these trials come to grow our faith. So all I want to do today, let's take a look at looking at that question. Is it okay to trust God? No. It is okay to trust God. That ain't what I was asking. Is it okay to question God? That's why we lie, folks. And what should we do when we are questioning God? Yo, the Bible is full with so many. I think I said that last week. Like, anytime we have a problem or question anything, just chime into what the Bible says. It does. The Bible is full of people who question God. And the funny thing about it, like, the Bible doesn't hide those questions. The Bible doesn't stray away from like people asking or questioning God. The Bible actually kind of like highlights it. You feel me? It points it out. All right. Yo, prime example in Ecclesiastes, Solomon continually asks like difficult questions about life and about God. Yo, in Judges, Gideon questions God's answers. In the New Testament, y'all heard about Doubting Thomas? He had some questions. He was doubtful. That joker doubted so much. He even doubted the return to God. God had to show him and be like, yo, you can go ahead and put your fingers right in where they put my nail, where they put the nails in my hands. Yo, so the Bible is full of a lot of different times where, and it highlights where people have questioned God. And again, these are my opinions. That's why I wrote it down. But I just want to just share some light. Again, not trying to come with no false teaching or anything like that. So please don't feel like I'm doing that. If you come here to, take part of that, you'll get on out of here. You feel me? You can trust and believe that. All right. So is it okay to question God? To question God is not wrong at all. What matters the most is how we do it. Bringing out questions and concerns to God is not wrong, but to me, I believe it is healthy. I believe that is a healthy relationship. Prime example. And sometimes we as parents, that's very another transparent way to see the relationship that God the Father has with us, his children, is the father-child relationship. I oftentimes find myself getting frustrated with Michael whenever he starts asking questions. But you know what? The boy is only asking questions because he doesn't know. And that's how our approach should be with God too. It shouldn't be coming to asking God and accusing God, but it should come to build a relationship with God, to get answers to questions that you don't know. That's how the relationship that we should be. It needs to be a healthy relationship with God. I wrote here in my notes. I'm laughing here. I know y'all seen that movie. There's a thin line between love and hate. Yo, there definitely is a thin line between questioning God and accusing him. There's a thin line between questioning God and accusing him. Yo, we can question God in a way that is respectful and honoring to him. And then when we question God, we should do it in the same way that references him as our Father. The Bible says, come boldly to the throne of grace. Yeah, come boldly to the throne of grace that you may obtain mercy. So don't come to God accusing him. Just come asking and being humble. Yeah, sit down, go somewhere, sit down and be humble. Unlike me, y'all, God doesn't get angry with our questions. He actually invites them. It's often through our questioning that we can get a deeper understanding of actually who God is. Ooh. I wholeheartedly believe that God does want a genuine relationship with us as individuals. And that means sometimes we gotta go through struggles. But in these struggles, questions are gonna rise. And that's completely normal. That's completely normal. Again, that's the part of everyday life. These struggles are gonna lead us to a closer relationship with God. Alright, I've already been on here way past 10 minutes. So please forgive me. This is a little bit longer live than what we normally do. But again, I just want to end by looking at how to question God in a healthy way. Alright. First one here. Don't hide your questions. When we bury our questions and we pretend that they don't exist, it can hinder our relationship with God. But when we bring them up, when we lay them all on the table, we can grow in our faith and experiences, and it will allow us to get closer and closer to Him. Just air out your questions. And do it often. Do it as often as the questions come up. You better ask. What? That joke like, why are you asking all them questions? Yeah, you better ask God them questions. Because God wants to hear our heart. Come with a pure heart. Come with an open heart. Again, too, we have to understand, too, when we come and ask questions, that we have to be prepared for the answer that's going to be given. Yes. Oh, hallelujah. Whatever it is. So again, just come to God. Come lay those. It's a song that says, come lay down every burden that you carry. Because in the sanctuary, God is here. He is here. Whatever, that's another song. Whatever you need, it's in the room. Just give it to him, man. Just give it to him. Next one here. Don't be ashamed of your questions. We don't need to be ashamed of our questions. It is often through our questioning, again, that our faith and our trust in God is built. So instead, remind yourself that it's through these questions that our faith and our patience will be built. Again, we're going to ask God questions. A lot of times He's going to send tests and trials to build an understanding. You're not gonna necessarily get an understanding unless you go through something. Prime example, like the school teacher. Like, you go through those lessons and you learn the stuff. You gotta go through the tests and the trials in order to learn something, in order to build that faith. Again, I've said that time and time again too. Be careful what you pray for. You pray for patience. Pray patience. You pray for patience. God's gonna send some tests and trials your way. How else is He gonna test your faith? Yeah. Next one. Recognize that your questions can produce something of value. Questioning God again can actually build something of value in your life. It can strengthen your faith. I keep hearing that reoccurrence right there. Like, I'm questioning and faith. They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. My thing is, again, sometimes we feel like when we question God, we have little faith. No, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. You gotta come boldly to that throne of grace. I've said it before too. Come boldly to that throne of grace. That's not a lack of faith. Oh, ye a little faith, you better have some. The times that I've grown the most in my life and grown the most in my life in faith is when I've asked hard questions, uncomfortable questions, uneasy questions. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. But I will tell you, at the end of the day, after those hard questions, it was well worth it. Got some answers that I was expecting. I got some answers that I wasn't expecting. And I can be honest and transparent with you guys. Thank you for allowing me to share this. I prayed and asked God. I've been questioning God lately about UPS. It is what it is. It's out there now. I've been questioning God about it. I have. Like, why am I here, God? I wholeheartedly heard him say yesterday, this is one of the reasons why I still have you here. Oh boy. That is one of the reasons. Y'all better listen. Yeah. Thanks, Brad. I got a few more and I'm getting off. Yo, there's a difference between asking and accusing. Yo, when we question God, we should do so with the right heart. Prime example, think about Jonah. Jonah was struggling with like understanding like God's purpose and God's will for his life. And he began to question God, but like he didn't do it with like an open heart. He did it with an accusing heart. Cause Jonah thought he knew what was best for him. Just like some of us, Jonah thought he knew what was best for him. God already had a plan set up for Jonah to humble that joker. That Jonah was sitting down in the belly of a whale. That's what humbled him. Now listen to what I'm about to say. When God, even when we come accusing God, we are questioning and accusing God. Listen to the words I'm about to say. God is a jealous God. God is jealous for us. But he's also a merciful God. Even though Jonah came and questioned God, like off cap the wrong way, like God still forgave him. God still had a purpose and a plan for Jonah. God still used Jonah. He made him pay for it. God has a way of doing that. Gotta make you pay for it. So with all that being said, just like Jonah, like what could have saved Jonah so much time? Just yield to the calling on his life. And that's what I'm here to encourage people to do today. And yield to that. Thanks, Brad. Yield to the calling. Yield to the calling on your life. You have purpose. You are purpose. Even with his attitude, man, God still used Jonah and offered him grace and forgiveness. Even with our attitudes, even with our own attitude, God can still use us and offer us grace and forgiveness. But oftentimes, because of our attitudes, we gotta learn stuff the hard way. Yo, here's the point here. God knows what he's doing. And he sees things that we cannot see. He already wrote out the whole like blueprint. He already know what the plan is for your life. Sometimes we have to put our whole faith in him and let him lead the way. Stop doing it on your own. Oh, Jesus. This is good to me. And it's good to me because I had to deal with it first. I was the first partaker of it. Yo, he has the power to do things that we are incapable of. But when we approach God with our questions, we should come humbly understanding that we do not have all the answers, but he does. Last one here, I'm gonna get off here. Don't stop asking questions. Don't stop. Get it. Yo, in this life, we will never have it all figured out. There will always be something that causes us to question God. And it is important that we never stop bringing those questions to God. There will be times where you are tempted to hide your questions. You better fight it. You better fight that urge to ask those questions. When we do, we will find a loving God who's going to answer all questions as an opportunity to grow our faith. So, again, is it okay to question God? I think so. We can and we should. It's through these questions that our faith will grow, and we will come and have a deeper understanding and a closer relationship with God. So that's what I want to do. I want to encourage everybody to share this today. Share it, especially with my brothers and sisters in Brown. We are going to get through this together. So there's a bad stigma like around like questioning God, and it kind of leaves like a bad taste in our mouth. It leaves us often feeling like we're alone, and oftentimes often gives us the feeling that we did something wrong or we have little faith. But we don't need to hide our doubts. We don't need to hide our questions. We don't need to be ashamed. God isn't ashamed of us in these tough, difficult seasons. God can use these difficult seasons for his glory. We just have to be humble enough and have faith enough to trust in him and trust that he, again, has the end plan, end result. He already wrote it, so he already know what it is. I laugh. I laugh oftentimes when we write plans. We listen to what I'm saying. We write them in pencil because we can go back and erase them and be like, okay, well, I did this and I did that. God already wrote that plan out. That joker wrote it in a Sharpie. You feel me? You feel me? Sometimes there's no editing God's plan, God's purpose. Sometimes we come in there and try to add our own little draft to it, our own little edits to it. But you know what God do? He just go ahead, he let you write it, but then he come back and then it's like a little like a dry erase marker. We write it, but God comes and just smear that junk on off, and then let me shut up. But before I get off today, again, special shouts out to my guys and girls in Brown in the Fayetteville area. B Woods, love y'all. I know some of y'all are watching. Some of y'all will catch the view a little bit later, because I'm definitely going to share this with y'all today. Shouts out to my starting five. I love y'all. Shouts out again to Bay for being there. She actually gave me a little space because she knows sometimes whenever I'm going through, I do want to be alone. But she kept me busy, and I appreciate it. I kept my mind off things. And like I said, kept us going through. And I want to share one thing that Christina shared with me. She was like, Daddy, even though you're sad in your heart, you still got to put a smile on your face. And that's what I want to leave y'all with today. Even though we may feel down, and it's okay to feel the way that we feel. It wholeheartedly is okay to feel the way that we feel. It's okay. Even though you're feeling hurt inside, put a smile on that face. You look so much better when you smile. Alright. I do want to leave. I'm probably going to get flagged for this. But it is what it is. There is a song that I ran across on YouTube, and I'm going to play it when I get off here. It's by Austin French. It's called White Guy. If you got a few more minutes before you get on the road to go to church, check this video out. I'll probably get it flagged, and they'll probably take down this post. But I'm going to post it to YouTube, and it'll be alright. Alright, but again, God bless you. God keep you. May heaven smile upon you till we get to meet again. Alright, and rest in peace, Scooter. We'll see you again, bro. Alright, God bless.
Why God? That's the question I asked when the doctors told me my dad may not live another day. I remember in that season feeling like such a bad Christian, like I wasn't allowed to ask that question, why? But then I became a dad. My little boy started asking those why daddy questions, and he didn't always understand the answers. But what he did understand is that he could ask me anything, and I wanted every single question, especially the hard ones. And it was there God showed me that he's not afraid of my hard questions either, and that asking why God didn't make me a bad Christian, it made me a kid. And raise my dad. Why, God, do people have to die? A daughter or a son, sudden and so young, long before their time. Why, God, do people fall apart? A promise and a ring becomes a broken thing, a road that got too hard. I don't understand, but I understand. Why, God, I need you. It's why, God, I run to your arms over and over again. It's why, God, I cling to your love and hold on for dear life. And I find you are right by my side. Why, God, do we feel so alone? Every single day, fighting through the pain, hoping there is hope. I don't understand, but I understand. Why, God, I need you. It's why, God, I run to your arms over and over again. It's why, God, I cling to your love and hold on for dear life. And I find you are right by my side. Oh, give me a faith stronger than I have. I need to know when it hurts this bad that you hold my heart when it breaks. And I'm not alone in this pain. That's why, God, I need you. Why, God, I run